Halo internet, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa kabar semuanya? Mudah-mudahan selalu dalam keadaan sehat walafiat. Kembali di channelnya Kuya Legeg. Kali ini kita akan melihat reaksi dari para reaktor mancanegara yang akan mereaksi videonya Mas Alip. Bagaimana keseruannya? Kita langsung saja ke video berikut ini. Let's go.
Numb by Legeg. Nice.
Dude, I love how he did this triplet in the beginning with the flick of the guitar. He just he kind of like took the acoustic and he just went like, but like he made it sound really good. It's like if he almost did it close enough to the mic to make it sound through or something. But he's just hitting those harmonics perfectly, beautifully, just like the last song. Even if I think he's doing more of it in this one than the last song we reacted to, which was Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'm just fucking blown away how clean it sounds. Just like, I don't know, like it feels like there's like a little bit of reverb on it as well, and like those are clearly fresh strings on there. I'm just like, I'm shook.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They are fresh strings, and the way that you can tell that they're fresh strings is the fact that they're about as bright as those frets. And I can understand where you're hearing the reverb from. He might not actually be putting reverb on there since it's so close to the sound hole. What I have a feeling is happening since they're fresh strings, when they're fresh, they have like this more of a, they just vibrate. They vibrate more. So it's probably going into that sound hole, back out. So the mic's probably picking up that sound and the sound shooting out of the sound hole at the same time.
True, yeah. I feel it.
Yeah, so
I agree with you.
I think that's where that slight reverb's coming from.
Sounds plausible.
And since the mic is so close, if you look, it's really close on there, right next to the fretboard. So if you see it, it's pointing right here, and there's a lot of resonance right there when you're hitting it. So that's how he's just getting that so flawlessly. Don't get me wrong, it takes a lot of skill and talent to do that, because as you can see, if I were to just do that, you're gonna make a lot of other strings ring out, and he's isolating the strings perfectly, like to the T.
That's a good point.
So let's get back to it.
That's a good point.
Let me rewind that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I see why he's doing it, and it's kind of funny that he's doing that, because when I sweep pick, I do the same thing. You lock your wrist, and he's doing a sweep pretty much with this finger right here. So he's going, when you hear that little rake, he's doing a rake, which is, I call it a sweep rake, and that's all he's doing. But he's doing it without a pick. He's just using his middle finger. That's why he points down like this, so it gives him that clear click, and then to go back up.
Finger picking.
It's amazing. Right there, yeah. Beautiful.
Oh, that was cool.
He just twisted.
No, he pressed down on the strings above the nut. So like those strings are hard And to get any kind of like vibration out of that, you have to put quite a bit of amount of force on there. And he made it look so freaking easy. He just did it in one motion and like without hesitating at all. And that says a lot about his like hands. Like he has those like working man hands.
I was just looking at his other hand. I was so fascinated by all the techniques he's just going through with his right hand. I wasn't even paying attention to the left hand. You know what's really cool is he knows when to just play traditionally too. Like right now, he's just like, all right, now this is a moment where I really want to let these chords ring. I'm just gonna sit back and let it ring. That's really what I really love about his playing so far that I've seen in these two songs, is that he makes you feel the song without there being a physical presence of a vocalist. Like, so you can still feel the emotion through the song because he knows how hard to hit the strings. He knows when to leave space. He knows when to just do a simple finger chord thing, and he knows when to get complicated. So I think that's really amazing. It's like if almost he's like emulating the part when Chester's about to sing. That's when he simplifies it, just like an actual guitarist would do if he was with a band. We would simplify it just a little bit so the vocals can shine through. And then when the singer finishes, then we do technical aspects. So it's kind of interesting to see him just do that even though he's by himself.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of trippy.
Nice. I knew that we would do. Felt like I was overdue to watch a video where he's really pulling out all the stops and using all of his wild techniques. So this is a great choice. Thank you thank you everyone for bringing this one up and mentioning this one.
I gotta see that again.
That. Yeah,
That's
do it again.
perfect. Wait, what string is he doing?
He has a very unique rake. Right? A rake for a guitar player is when you're just kind of like, you're deadening all the strings so they don't vibrate like they're supposed to. But you're not holding them down, you're just keeping them from vibrating. And then you just brush your fingers through, or if you're using a pick, you strum through everything and you get a raking sound. He has a very unique rake.
Dude, I love those licks, man. Like there's licks that he wrote for this also. He's putting these like like sorry, that made no sense. But he's doing little licks. He's doing extra stuff to make it his own, which is really cool too. So it makes it like a track that I would just love to listen to on my own. I wonder if he has like a Spotify with all these covers on it or something.
I think he should, maybe.
I don't know. This is something I was just sit down and just listening to for hours.
It's impressive that he was able to come up with this arrangement because, like, yeah, you have the song there, but he's also playing. Keep in mind the bass, the melody, and the chords all in one song in one fell swoop, and then on top of that, adding his own thing. So, like, coming up with his own arrangement of the song, that's like not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, but I think the arrangement is still staying pretty true to the original.
Oh, yeah, for
but
sure.
he's definitely adding in a lot of licks to it, a lot of new elements that on top of it in between. Oh, yes.
Beautiful.
Man.
Damn.
Beautiful. Awesome. Really well done. Really, really nice.
Baik teman-teman, itu tadi kita sudah sama-sama saksikan bagaimana para reaktor mereaksi videonya Mas Alip, di mana Mas Alip selalu menampilkan hal-hal yang sangat mengagumkan sehingga para reaktor terbengong-bengong, para reaktor terkesima dan terpesona oleh Mas Alip. Oke, mungkin itu saja untuk kali ini. Kita akan berjumpa lagi di video-video yang menarik lainnya. Kuya Legeg pamit. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.